Let's go.
They were practicing this morning 2 hours before they started, so definitely some level of commitment.
Nice, Master's got the opening frag. That's always nice to see. So the frags don't really matter in the grand scale due to the time is the ultimate win of the actual game. That's the objective you got to work with. Just getting on that bomb site, etc., and just holding it as long as you can. Not bomb site, flag point as you will.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's a little bit more about the timing of the frags and then obviously the position and bunkering down there. You can see that clock just going down. Both players try to enter the site. adM and Adaro are shining a lot of time off his clock.
Yeah, massacRe picking up the shotgun there. I don't even favor the shotgun in this instance because movement speed is obviously the one you got to look at. As you can see, Overlooked already sitting quite pretty. Actually, no, GG sitting in 20 seconds. So they're in the lead so far, but right now, Overlooked are on the bomb side. They're holding it quite tight. I like this box they're working with over there. You can get headshot angles. You can put a smoke, a molly there and hold that choke point for a bit longer.
Yeah, you can see adM's been using it pretty much the entirety of holding down this flag, and they've taken so much time off already. 30 seconds, tools. So massacRe Elusive got a lot to catch up here with.
Yeah, they're allowed to catch up with, especially looking at, you know, one run's quite important just to set the pace, get that momentum in. But 20 seconds, 19 seconds, Overlooked are looking to take the lead in terms of
this corner.
With the time. But which corner? Which corner are you speaking about? The ultimate corner.
Yeah, they're shaving it. So they could actually take this. They could take round one, yeah. They're just holding up little pillar. No.
7 seconds, 6.6. All right, if they can squeeze 10 seconds away from this, I think they're looking pretty. This tech needs to reign supreme. adM using that box quite proficiently.
Oh, 6 seconds apiece. The flag doesn't even go up. Adaro's on the site.
Now we can see the split second goal. I think it's a bit tense here. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That shotgun!
Double shotgun
coming through! Coming through! I thought the shotgun wouldn't be so impactful, but I guess it is if you can just get it and, you know, just pivot to the choke points. But round one of this best of 3 of this specific map, Himalaya goes to GG.
Yeah, that was really tight, man. Went down to the wire. And again, just the timing of that double shotgun frag allowed them not to get back into it, but straight up into the action. You can see adM heading towards that box that he's loved. He played there for most of that time.
I'm gonna call that default box for now on this map. Just call it default. So you give it more emphasis, give it a bit more detail, more personality. It's just as you would a proper bomb site. Oh, that grenade was pretty huge, but massacRe cares for no grenade.
This is a big run.
This is a big run. 25 seconds already stolen away. That's huge. You only get 45 seconds to work with. 2 minutes on the clock. Elusive coming through. 18 seconds. Yes, that almost feels like they might have, you know, win this round. Almost 18 seconds on the board.
Oh, that's a huge hold.
Oh,
that's a huge hold.
Yeah, and if you can get behind this box, that smoke is so big. But now they have to probably change up the point of contact or come through the smoke. And that tech down. Oh man, Elusive using the different choke point, using the different pathing, entering through the CT choke point. Oh, that P250. Don't favor the P250 here, right? When you get 12 bullets, you want the tech down of the 5.7 here. Or the Juan Dig. The Juan Dig always works. Elusive.
Ooh, this is going to count down the time here.
Big frags. Big frags. Already sitting on 13 frags is adM, Elusive and 11, massacRe on 8, 11 on Adaro, the shotgun coming through. But when you get into a headshot angle like that, the shotgun betrays you.
Yeah, looks like they're taking a substantial lead. massacRe playing this box to perfection. As you call the default there seems to be, you know, the crossfire set up between the box and an electrical box seems to be the most important part of, you know, holding the sights. And then if you can eliminate the alternative entrance there with the smoke, it feels like it gives you an absolutely huge advantage because you just pretty much have to step and calm with your teammates, and it boils down to how effectively you can do that. But we do see both teams tending to lean towards that default box and set up that crossfire tools.
Yeah, I think it's the play, it's the go-to, it's the setup kind of used to hold the bomb site, but the entry mechanic here, Elusive already picking up that smoke. He probably wished he got that done a bit sooner. Come through the very started off this round quite well. GG. 1-1 apiece, goals, 1-1 apiece.
Yeah, expected this to be a tight affair. They're not able to hold it yet, or Goliath.
Oh, big frags come out of Elusive there, so as well as massacRe. And there we go, the clock is ticking.
It's going to give them quite a bit of time.
Yeah, they wanted 10 seconds, like I mentioned earlier. You got to steal those little segments away from them. Good headshots coming out of massacRe. adM with that Tech 9 cleaning up on our 3. He's even going to press forward.
He's not on the side though.
Yeah, that's a good way to let your one player stay on the side and pick up time. You just try to stall their pathing towards the flag. I like the idea behind that actually. That's so funny. Elusive trying to use map architecture to his advantage. Can see to the lead, my man. Can see to the lead. The Tech-9 comes through from massacRe. Left the side, which allows him to come through, but the shotgun, big work.
This is a freebie. Small inches here. Gets another frag as well. This is going to echo how big this hold is. All the seconds are ticking down, and it looks like they're going to take the lead here, Tools. 5 left.
On the clock. The double with the Peter Fitty.
Gets it. Saves the day, does Adaro.
They need
Now
a big hold.
Hold of their lives.
A big hold coming out of them. Utility is coming through the shotgun. If there was a time, it has to be now coming out of Adaro, but the trade comes through from Elusive.
Love that they jumped the window together there, get on the sides, and now that's the hold that matters. Elusive, I think it's wanted for them. They take another point, and it is 2-1 now in favor of the overlooked.
Yeah, you could see they have a lot more structure and strategy, or just ideology between playing as the tag team duo, right? Just making sure they're always trading behind each other. If one's holding the side, one is pushing forward. It seems to be working. They are sitting 2-1 up, but let's see if GG has an answer for this. I mean, that Tech-9, I tell you, is probably the most OP gun in this sort of scenario, in this instance, especially sitting behind default. Just picking headshot angle. You almost think you need to flank a guy like this, massacRe. Getting that dink and Elusive finishing it off. At least the trader's there. Oh, Adam. Big double there. Big double. Then need to even the score up. It's first to 3 points, ladies and gentlemen. First to 3 points, that's how you win said map.
Ooh, it's going to... quite a pivotal hold here. Adaro gets dealt with, and it leaves adM all on his own. massacRe going to take the double, and the clock is ticking already. In quite a bit in the lead here, and they only need this 1 point to take this first map. They're holding the line.
They're holding on indeed, and the shotgun. Again, I put so much. I undervalued this actually a little. I guess it could work, but you kind of need to stay tight to angles, tight to corners, like he's doing right now. But the trade does come through. A double, in fact, by massacRe. He's sitting on the most kills at the moment, on 32 frags. Elusive getting taken out by the P250 of Adaro. He's going to sit on E-Box. We're going to call it E-Box for now. Like how you come up with these terminologies. You got to have names for everything, like you would in Counter-Strike. Just be able to react to things better. So I think I apply the same concept. Yeah, the double peak. It's quite strong. It's quite strong. 10 seconds on the clock. 9. I think they might take this goal. 7, 6. Oh man, they're fighting for their lives. They're fighting for the map.
The box default is going to reign supreme here. It looks like they're going to take it. They are.
We got a winning strategy, ladies and gentlemen. Sit behind default box, and that's how you get the third round. Overlook taking the first map. This is a best of 3, so there's 2 more to go. Let's see if GG have an answer to this, or will Overlook close it up, put the nail on the coffin, as you would say.
And that is the pistol map. I think the one where it only has pistols, of course, that shotgun proving obviously pretty useful there towards the end. But the other maps all have some big rifles and stuff, so different dynamics for sure. But it looked like the Tech-9 at the end of the day just seemed like the better option and choice. Then massacRe just reigned supreme with it.
The Tech-9 shotgun combo, you would equate it to those two. The win factors in such a map like that, the smoke was kind of underutilized in my opinion. Looking at the show match, I saw Fady and actually they kind of relied on that quite a lot. So different strategies come into play. Whatever floats your goat, they would say.
You know, definitely see a lot of teams finding and positioning themselves in those on those sites where they're able to just fit onto the site, and they just got to hold the ground. And it's all about maintaining that crossfire. One protect one gets the job done. The other is just focusing on, as you said, delaying the pathing of the enemy getting there ready. Because if you can split that up, you could see that Elusive and massacRe were often pretty much always syncing up before they would breach and go together, versus I think Goliath Gaming kind of more just going with a separate approach, trying to catch people out from 2 different entry points. The problem is, though, is once there's a smoke or the decent crossfire is set up, it becomes very, very difficult, and lots of seconds were shaved on the clock of just sitting behind the box, really. Yeah,
I mean, sometimes the simplest concepts do work, but again, these are 5 different maps specifically tailored for this event, so each one has its weakness, each map has its strength, so different tactics can be employed. You AWPs, you would obviously see your Destinies come through your ADMs, your Adaros, they're more sniper reliant players, so perhaps the next map could actually play in their hand, play in their favor. Speedway is actually one of those maps who actually does. There's scouts, there's AWPs, there's orgs, there's everything you want, and it's interesting to see. You can surf around this map. You could take high ground off that. You could surf towards your teammate spawn, and ultimately you want to cut off the choke points with that. But we're jumping into Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at what we have on store, what they have to offer for us. Doru, are you going to open up the round for us? No, ADM will with a double, in fact, jumping into the site, and they're going to draw first flag. Is that how you said? First flag?
Yeah, first blood, first flag. Makes sense. They do take the first few seconds on the clock. Someone needs to be on the side. You can't both play higher ground.
Yeah, they're using that strategy where you want to get the kills, and then once it's settled, you want to move one in, but the double frag comes in from ADM and Adaro there. They seem like they're doing quite well. They're stealing a lot of time. 38 seconds on the clock already. 10 far apart from GG. ADM with that A1. I like the A1 for the silencer aspect. You can sneak around. They won't know which direction the bullets are coming from. But the AK is the one tap. AK is the The AK is the power.
Elusive able to hold it down. That's going to begin the clock countdown for them. They slowly catch up to the 35 seconds of Goliath. Might even take the Legion. That's a stronghold from Elusive, but he does need support. He's got the higher ground advantage from massacRe, but he needs to play this box perfectly and kind of just take this duel on the side. But massacRe is dealt with. That means Elusive is all on his own. He's able to make himself pretty big on this bomb site, and this could be almost 30. Oh my goodness, this is 15, 25 straight seconds here.
No, but just look at Elusive. He's dancing around. He's doing the mambo. He's doing everything he can. His movement is good. And you just got to pivot and turn now and then. Just stay alive while you're doing protection. But
massacRe is doing just that.
Exactly. He even picks up the scout, but the scout doesn't really help. No, Elusive headshot. Comes through big.
45.
That's what would have been disgusting. And that's a slip up you actually can't afford in these matchups, right? A full 45-second forfeit of the side. Nay!
Takes the round. That was 44 seconds in a row. Elusive just going, of course, massacRe chiming in with the support, giving him some cover fire, but allowing him to stay alive. And that must be the default box for now, Tools, if we've seen any.
Yeah, we call that the default box, but this, I don't know, this map is quite different to the previous one we played, where there was only literally one spot to hide in, but this is multiple. As you can see, the opening frags already coming from GG. ADM trying to cut off the choke points while Adaro hits the site there. This didn't really work out for them, and there we go, overlooked. They can continue with their success. They even picked up a smoke for their efforts. If they hit another 45 seconds, I'll cry. But Adaro, clean, crisp block. A double, in fact. It's going quite well for them. The frags, but not the time, not the scoreboard, though.
Yeah, they still haven't managed to maintain or hold the platform at all. You can see they're trying to go with the one protect one strat that I called earlier, where ADM just seems to be pushing on the sides and Adaro needs to focus on the cover fire, but they need to gain some ground. They need to get that flag up right now. They're just not actually shedding off any time at all on the clock, but finally gets it up, but it's only a second. It gets eliminated quite quickly.
That's tough. You got to find a rhythm here just to be able to steal some time away. None of the teams having success for the last 10 to 20 seconds iteration, but finally the CTs do finally overlook to raise that flag once more, sitting at 37, 36. So doing quite well so far in this matchup. They won the previous round, so can they do it again? GG have a lot to work for here.
Adaro seems like he's committing to this high ground hold, and they are committing to their strategy of just getting ADM on that side while Adaro provides the cover fire, but he's unable to do so.
Oh man, Elusive coming in swift with his double. 12 HP, this is going to be hard to just get some time around this, as you can see, but every second matters. So, oh my goodness, that sweet headshot coming out of him. Getting deleted though. ADM, what does he have to say about this? A headshot? Okay, cool. Nice answer. This falls from Adaro. Maybe we're going to take it back. They need to steal some time back. Goliath Gaming need this right now.
Quite a decent hold there, but definitely not if they're just going to allow the side to go here. You can see Elusive getting back into his comfy box, gets preempted by ADM.
They're struggling to find like a nook and cranny where they can steal 5 seconds from. It just feels like the opposition keeps changing their routing just to make their lives a little bit difficult on the side, just to at least steal 5 seconds away. The scout actually comes in quite handy for massacRe. Elusive finally gets to the side. He seems to be the man capturing the flag the most. massacRe seems to be the underlying kiting him around, just defending him from high ground there. But Adaro always has something to say, always comes back with a double, but kills not necessarily mean the double. You need to get on that site, you need to get on that flag, you need to raise it. Goliath Gaming Overlooked, looking quite nice over here. Elusive feels comfortable. Looks like he's comfortable. He knows where to go every round, and if he gets there, he gets the time, and if he doesn't, he keeps going. And they seems to be successful so far.
Can't afford any more mistakes here. Live Gaming, they're still not on that platform. They're not getting that flag up. They need to just get across that yellow line so they can shave the seconds off. That's what we've seen Overlook do, and you can see now Ruan is going to jump onto that site. Flag's not up yet.
Yeah, he's not sitting in the right spot.
That doesn't count, yeah. There we go. Now the flag will be raised. 5 seconds left, Tools.
Yeah, and there's a yellow circle around the actual flag point there, for those of you who want to know how to actually get onto the start. And that is 2-0. Overlooked, looking strong, looking pretty, looking clean and crisp. 2-0. And that's over and above the one map there that already won under their belt. GG.
Need to bounce back here. You need to get onto that platform and feel a bit more. You need to start putting pressure onto the opposing team, make them rush for that side, because right now it feels like they've got their setup on their default hold with Elusive chilling by that box and massacRe just covering fire, and he's doing it well.
Yeah, it feels like they don't have control of where they're coming from. So what ideas of us actually seen is you kind of want to force them to actually rotate only one choke point, the left or the right hand side. I know you can surf around, but that's easy to spot a guy surfing. But they need to be able to control the choke points from high ground, like adM is doing right now. Some success, but Elusive coming through with that A1. Adaro at least comes through with the trade, the flag finally being raised.
Only steals a second though.
Oh, so quite unfortunate. You kind of need more than that. No utilities being used, goals. No smokes, no Molotov. I've only seen it once, but it didn't really come in handy.
Adaro gets the flag down here for GG. adM's playing close as well, so they don't have that higher ground cover fire at all, but this is proving to be a slightly better strategy, but adM gets on the site.
That's just the flick of the wrist from adM over there. Elusive just coming hot on his heels over there. Oh, 20 bullets. That's the problem with the A1. Not enough bullets. Let's get the trade. The clock not really too far ahead of each other, just sort of 10 seconds apart from the two. Elusive finally getting to the side there, gets a dink, but no, Dong massacRe takes him out. 2 in fact in his name.
Yeah, you can see he's just holding the aggressive push there. Elusive going to get on the site, and he holds behind that black box. But Goliath respond. They're on the side, both players choosing to just stick together for this side of things.
Finally, Goliath Gaming coming back strong, 26 seconds. They take this round with the lead so far, but Overlooked. They always have something to say about this. Always able to get themselves in such a good position to win the round. Elusive holding that choke point quite nicely, getting the doubles, pivoting like he used to, pivoting like he still has the youth in his hips. Goals.
Yeah, they're taking these duels and they're winning them. They're moving further and further in the Legion, and it's starting to become all or nothing for Adaro, for adM, but Adaro gets spread, gets some life into the system. He gets aggressive as well, tries to deal with them in spawn, but they still haven't taken control of the platform. They've still got quite a bit of catching up to do here.
Kills aren't objectified enough to get onto the site and steal some time. Finally, they're able to steal a second or two, but how long will it last? Well, that's always been the question answered and asked. But they're doing quite a decent deal right now. 20 seconds, still 5 seconds away from Overlooked, and they're looking strong. 12 seconds, 11, 10, and then not only that, they hit their shots. Adaro at least comes through, savior of the day, and this is tough. I think this is the one they need. They can't go 2-0 down. They lose after this, so you can see how important this is.
Oh, huge double kill there from adM. That's definitely going to buy them some time. They're starting to catch up. They've even the scores even. This hold is beautiful. Adaro. Unable to hold it to the side now. The timer stops. Flag needs to be raised, and now it's all on Overlooked. That's all they need for victory here.
The tension is high, goal. 5 seconds. Oh, it gets stopped there on the side. They're taking the battle around a boat, goals. It's a boat, but the flag has been raised finally. 5, Goliath Gaming. They need this to stay in this, goals. 3, 2, 1. They finally have come through with the round of their own, and please book some time for them to survive in this. Next round, let's see if they can just even it out and potentially take this map. And I assume they have picked this map, right? And you can see why it favors the movement of Adaro. It favors the movement of adM finally coming through. They just needed that glimpse of hope, but god damn, Elusive. How you started a round like that?
Yeah, he's already got that plat. He's actually played it so well. He's got so much time to his name, and that's just defensive position.
Look at him.
It's insane. He's playing so well at the moment.
He's playing like a 15-year-old, goals. And he's a buddy.
Yeah, we know those wrists aren't young.
But he's always had that crisp, clean lock throughout his year, so it's coming through right now. Adaro hitting a headshot while Mass was mid-air. Gross. Absolutely gross. Finally, they're landing on the flag, but overlooked. How are they really? I haven't even noticed the time they've stole. 26 seconds on the clock.
It's all elusive,
comparison to 40. It's all elusive. Ah, man, he's always played the objectives well.
Yeah, he kind of forces them to kind of breach the sites and push close, and forces both of them to do it as well. And massacRe's just been chilling on that high ground, being very, very superior in terms of defending his teammates. So,
well, you got to play for the objectives, and if you can't play for the frag, I'm afraid. And a tournament like this, a 2v2, where the objective is to get that flag raising high up into that sky. Adaro is sitting on that side chair behind default back. He's getting some time, I assume.
he's buying quite a bit, yeah.
I don't think he was actually on the flag.
He
It
was.
didn't tick down once, did it? Okay.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was. They actually caught us quite
Stand
nicely there.
corrected. Got 22 seconds of the clock. I agree. 21, 20. It's
Hold
working
is
out.
big. Yep.
They've found a formula that is working for them so far. 15 seconds on the clock. 14. It seems like they're going to even it up. Adaro's already there, high ground with the spray control.
He's going to go for the spawn kills.
And that's the right way to go about it. Let someone get into the side where you take the spawn kill. Both players coming from the left-hand side, they swing. adM needs to get this headshot, needs to get this frag, and he does. 6 seconds on the clock, 5 seconds. Oh, he needed that frag, but Adaro is already in high ground. He's already taking some kills from a distance. Long-range shot from Elusive sends Adaro backing.
Yep, sitting at that corner box now. It's buying quite a bit of time. 15 seconds now, but both players are on the clap now.
Oh, there we go. That's 2 seconds. That's 3. That's 1. And they finally get a goals. They've evened it out to all. That's what you need. They back in this. They're feeling that flow state goals. They're feeling it.
Interesting to see. It just looks like on this map specifically, I don't think I saw or noticed anything from the last map. But the T's here have won all the rounds. So we do see a switch up.
I think it's sided.
I don't know. I'm just making an observation, but that is the case. As soon as they swapped teams, they ended up winning 2 on the trot. So we'll see now. This is the decider, and they've swapped back. So
fair enough. Fair enough. We'll have a look and see how things are going so far. Goliath Gaming are in the lead. 30 seconds on the clock. They've stolen away so far from Overlooked. Can't really find them. Where are they? They're probably looking for guns. They're losing time looking for stuff. Maybe it's just someone defending. Was Adaro just helping them out? They're buying some time for the play on the side. But now it's their turn. Adaro gives them no chance, no breathing room. They're on their necks at the moment.
unable to raise the flag there. Adaro getting aggressive with his positioning, with his teammate unable to secure the site. So no real time, no real difference being made. But now finally gets on the site, raises the flag.
They spawn masses and they spawn. I don't believe it. He's really making something, a meal of this, actually. Making it as hard as possible. Are losing time. I thought the Master's teammate was on the side. I thought Overlooked had that at least, but no, they didn't. They've lost so much time to Goliath Gaming. 38 seconds, very far away from their counterpart. massacRe bobbing back and forth. He's in such low HP.
This could work out. I mean, if they're able to hold this, he's camping that spawn very, very well.
Yeah, he's been doing it for quite a while, Elusive, in that specific spot, so he seems to find what works for him quite well. adM.
This is going to be Goliath Gaming's little run into the lead here. Almost at 10 seconds on the clock. Oh, but he fell off the side. Flag will need to be raised again. Elusive deals with it. Try clutch it back in here.
Oh, at least they bait and switch there, but yeah, he was too low to hold that side there. Goliath Gaming are going to run into that side, raise that flag, and just pray
Adaro
for
died.
the most made shot from adM. Does so much for them. It's the Lord's work, really. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Finally, can they take this map that they've picked? No! 0.3 seconds, but they finally take it. Adaro reigns supreme with that headshot, closing out the second map. 1-1. This is tight. This is hectic goals. This is action packed. What is the third, actually? I'm gonna assume it's Castle. Maybe it's Matrix. Matrix is my favorite, so I want that.
I think it looks like Castle.
Castle. I like Castle. It's a bit different. It's a bit weird in the sense of where it's in the middle. There's a lot more. There's a lot more variables in that map. The architecture of that is a bit different. It's again, each map is tailored, so it enables some players and disables others, just like this map did. But finally, 1-1 is the scoreline between Overlooked and Goliath Gaming. It seems like it's going to go all the way to the third goals.
As expected, I mean, really tightly contested match, went down to the wire, and obviously the reverse sweep that then shows how close these two teams are. I'm seeing quite a bit of looks like structure and you know, kind of objective-based Counter-Strike from the side of Overlooked versus the more wild running, you know, run and gun, move together and bulldoze your way, you know, onto it to get that platform. So it's as tight as it can be. This is what you expect in the quarterfinals here.
Yeah, it's definitely what you expect. So with this map, what's different is it's at the highest point. That's where the flag is in comparison to the other, which was at its lowest point. So you have that high ground advantage, but at the same time, you're pretty exposed to everything. There's only 2 pillars on the main site you can actually hide in and just crouch, but you're exposed to a certain angle. There's Molotovs you can pick up here and there. Utility spawns every 20 seconds upon pickup point. So you have to sort of calculate that into your equation if need be, if you actually want to use it at all goals. But end of the day, you got to raise that flag.
Yeah, I did see some practice going on earlier. I heard on the streets that Richard and, well, Deviant and Zero Chance were busy warming up massacRe and Elusive, and when Deviant changed TS, you just heard them lining up smokes and practicing equipment and stuff. And he was like, whoa, this is super, super serious.
What? You practice utility on this? Interesting. Interesting. I guess you can. Anything to get the W, right?
Yeah, a lot on the line here in this Redbull flick. Powered by Predator, of course. Above the 10k cash, hardcore, cold cash. There's also 2 ace and monitors. Definitely sure these players are all eyeing those out and putting everything on to, you know, make sure and take the best shot at it.
Indeed, massacRe gets the first 2 opening kills of this map. So he's got something to work with. Confidence should be with them. adM, that A1 side of the face of massacRe. No one's really gotten to the side just yet. Actually, they have 28 seconds already. They've still on so much time, and it's based off hiding behind the concrete mid-side, like I've spoken about. massacRe already find the quickest, effective, efficient route towards that side. It took me a while to realize that.
That's got a lot of time already going off the clock here at the start. Ooh, that's a critical kill as well. It's going to buy him quite a few seconds. Adaro is going to try to come off the flank. He doesn't. Oh, he gets taken care of by Elusive. And this is a strong, strong start here from the Overlooked. That kill as well. Also critical. massacRe can just hide on the side here, but it looks like they're going to take it. Clean sweep.
This is equivalent to a whitewash goals. 45 seconds is to none. They take the first map in such fashion.
That was decisive, but this feels like that difference when you're taking your duels and you've got the site, like the pressure that it switches onto the opponent. If they lose that duel, they have to run and force the issue.
And the hard part about this, there's so many sort of points of contact. There's so many different variables. The map architecture is weird, so you can stumble right going towards the side, whether you fall off the side of a stairwell or towards the building. That's important because that's time. Time is money, goals.
Yep, time is money indeed. Neither of these teams able to get that time off dock. There we go. The countdown starts. Adaro secures the site here for Goliath.
Seems like a quite good setup of the adM. That's the port getting taken out, but he can instantly spawn when they're swarming the site right now. In fact, they've already taken out the leftover Goliath players in site. massacRe getting deleted by Adaro. The A1. I like it. The fact that there's not enough bullets. There's my issue. Big fan of the A4. A1. Not so much. AK always reigns supreme. As you can see, they've really stolen so much. 26, 25 seconds as comparison to the 39 from Goliath Game. Elusive doing wonders here.
Huge stretch from Elusive. He's able to kill those frags and rotate it into the sites, and he might be able to definitely get Adaro. He does. Still, the time is ticking. 10 seconds left now. adM trying to cut off the rotation, but right now they need to get on the site. The time's running out, tools.
It's not enough. They can't do it, goals. They're going to hold on strong. Elusive's been here for so long. But no, Adaro, clutch, comes in clutch. But is it enough? That's the question that needs to be answered right now. 2 seconds only left, and Elusive's already there. He's going to go back to where he started, and he's going to finish off this round, and that's 2-0 on the board. The Overlook looking poised.
I think this has got to be the most, when it comes, you know, that concept I've explained of like getting onto that site and holding it, just sitting tight and hoping that your teammate covers you. Like this map, it feels like it's exploited the most purely because of that higher ground advantage. Like there's no vantage point to just get rid of somebody on the site and clear it out.
I agreed, and it seems a bit cheesy in a way, but it's necessary.
The only cheese that matters here is the 10k on the line, tools.
I agree. And it's not just any cheese. It's that Gouda cheese, goals.
Indeed, and it looks like Elusive and massacRe again taking first blood, or first flag as you called it.
Indeed, and I've never seen this spot from Elusive. Does the flag work? No,
Well, his teammates on the side, so...
So that's why. I don't think two teammates on the side necessarily is a working concept. Doesn't really help out purely because they both know where you are. There's not many spots to hide in, so you can see why they're implementing one at distance and one holding the side. They just rotate between that smoke. Didn't really work out for adM over there, but that killed it.
He's actually taking the lead here. Adaro is actually shaving off quite a bit of time here. They already won in the lead, 20 seconds left. He does deal with the first player. Here's the second, deals with him as well. Adaro bringing a huge comeback here.
I can see why adM put that smoke there. It hides the fact that they can go up the slope. All right. Someone's been working a bit hard, but so has Adaro.
Oh, what a hold!
That's a big hold.
That's it.
That's a huge hold.
Really,
there we
really
go. They
stuff,
answer back. They answer back one of their own. They're gonna stay in it. This is a best of 3, and this is the last map.
Well, first,
and,
yeah. Sorry.
And they're close. And they're close. One more, and they draw it out. Nail biting finishes. That's what we like to see. Mass once again using the direct path towards that side, and he'll potentially be the first to steal some time. But one for one, they go. Adaro's gonna steal it back, and already been dinked on that site, and that spammable box doesn't really help out.
Just missing.
No, and that's those bullets of time. Elusive finally getting onto the side, but already traded out. And these kills are going back and forth with the quickness, goals with the quickness. 30 now, 2 seconds apart, so things are quite even at the moment.
Yeah, still both trying to bulldoze their way to the side. No one really raising the flag for much longer than 2 seconds. There we go, another 2 seconds for the T side. But Adaro able to get into that position that he stole so much time from earlier behind these spammable wooden tables, but he's managing to hold you. Elusive does spot him.
Oh, gets the dink, but no dong. Adaro Elusive jumps back onto that site, and you can just tell the competitiveness of this game is quite high. The score lines, the third and final map goal.
Elusive, he's going to be able to raise the flag. Oh, beautiful cover there from massacRe as well.
Big cover.
It's going to allow them to click down that time. They're drawing it to pretty much an even scoreline. massacRe going to look for a frag to cut off that rotation. He gets one, but Adaro trades out Elusive. So the timer has stopped, 30-30 apiece, as massacRe looks to raise the flag.
I mean, he got that double jump back into the side, and his teammates is already here, Elusive. So it's 2 players on the side, and they're going to be holding both choke points. One angle. Man, this whole high ground, low ground thing always favors high ground, but there we go. Like I said, I was about to say it favors the opponent sometimes, but it's... Man, that headshot through stuff, goals, through glass windows. They are spammable, so if you didn't know, that's a thing. massacRe really getting to the side. He does so. 12 seconds for Overlook, 29 seconds for Goliath Gaming. Finally taking the flag back, and that's 11. That's 10. You're going to win it like this. The Goliath have something to say. 8 seconds, finally. The flag's been taken back. 28 seconds, Goliath Gaming. Can they hold strong now, goals?
20 seconds. They are bringing it down, but Elusive is on the site. He's going to raise the flag. adM is getting there in time, though, but Elusive deals with him. He rushed that perhaps a little bit too much, and Adaro is still moments away. 3, 2, 1, and will they take it? Oh, just in time!
God damn,
and he raises the flag. But this is the hold.
Usually always comes into clutch here. Can they get back onto that site here? 17 seconds. No, they lose it. 1.1 seconds. Is this it? Is this the last say? Indeed, Overlooked take the first quarterfinal map. 2-1.